Several rumor spinners are suggesting that we'll see two phablets from Samsung this August, namely the Galaxy Note 5 and a dual-edge spin-off inspired by the Galaxy S6 Edge. The current thinking is that we'll see the Note 5 unveiled alongside the S6 Edge Plus on August 12, with an on-sale date penciled for August 21. Galaxy Note 5 display. 5.67 inches, 2560 x 1440 px resolution. The latest leak suggests we'll see the Galaxy Note 5 screen measuring up at 5.67 inches from corner to corner, keeping the Note series firmly in phablet territory. Early rumors originally pointed to the screen size falling around 5.9 inches, but that settled to roughly 5.7 inches more recently. Similarly, there have been a number of different leaks regarding screen resolution. While early leaks tipped an eye-watering 3840 x 2160 pixel display, the current consensus falls on a more prosaic 2560 x 1440 pixel screen. Not bad for a smartphone, by any means. It's worth mentioning that Samsung did suggest at its late 2013 Analyst Day that it would release a 4K phone in 2015. However, it's not clear whether those plans are still on track. This 4K theory is lent further credence by the fact that the upcoming Android M operating system brings support for 4K displays for the first time. Again, this doesn't mean Samsung will definitely utilize the new technology. Similarly, the Edge-style spin-off device that's been rumored is also supposed to mimic the Note 5 with a 5.67-inch, 2560 x 1440 pixel display. USBC. Perhaps one of the more exciting rumored Galaxy Note 5 features is the mooted inclusion of a USB-C port. USB Type-C is the burgeoning connection standard that's set to supplant micro USB on our mobile devices. It's got a number of perks, but the real benefits include faster data transfer and a reversible tip. Think Apple's Lightning cables, for instance. While Samsung hasn't mentioned any specific regarding the port, Google says it wants to push USB-C onto as many Android devices as possible, as revealed during its Android M unveiling. It's also worth noting that many manufacturers will begin adopting the technology between now and 2016, so it would be a sensible move on Samsung's part. Related, USB-C, everything you need to know. Galaxy Note 5 camera. 16MP, OIS, 4K video. Samsung is one of the better manufacturers for shipping good cameras with its phones, and the Note 5 looks to be no exception. Like the Note 4, Samsung's next phablet is expected to follow suit with a 16-megapixel camera, which offers bigger images than, for instance, the iPhone 6's 8-megapixel shooter. It's also rumored that the Note 5's camera will come with optical image stabilization. OIS is a hardware enhancement that adjusts for handset movement when taking photographs to reduce motion blur. While most phones use digital stabilization, OIS is becoming more common because it manages the job better. There's also talk that the Galaxy Note 5 will support 4K video recording. Given the rumors that the Galaxy Note 5 might feature a 4K display, this would be a sensible move on Samsung's part, as UHD videos could play natively on the device. Galaxy Note 5 specs. 64-bit, octa-core Exynos 7422 chip. The Samsung Galaxy Note 5 has been rumored to carry a number of processors, including the Qualcomm Snapdragon 810, Snapdragon 815, the Samsung-built Exynos 7422, and the Exynos 7430. However, the latest rumors suggest that Samsung has settled for an Exynos 7422 chip for this year's release. That same rumor revealed Samsung was initially planning a 4K display, but downgraded to a 2K display during development. We wouldn't be surprised if Samsung used its own chipset in the Galaxy Note 5, it already made the switch away from Qualcomm Fair this year with the Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge. What we can be sure of, however, is that the Galaxy Note 5's processor will utilize 8 cores and will sport 64-bit architecture. 4GB RAM. It's still not exactly clear how much memory will be on board the Galaxy Note 5. Some rumors have suggested the handset will follow suit from the Note 4 and remain stagnant with 3GB of RAM. However, other rumors point to a jump towards 4GB of RAM, which is largely unprecedented in smartphone DOM. We can't say for sure either way, but it's likely the casual end user won't notice a difference between 3GB or 4GB of RAM on a smartphone anyway. 4,100 mAh battery. The Samsung Galaxy Note 4 featured a sizable 3,220 mAh battery, but the Note 5 could outdo that by a long way. Apparently, Samsung wants to include a 4,100 mAh battery in the new device, which would bring significant battery life improvements and potentially a thicker chassis. That said, it's also been rumored that a 3,000 mAh battery could feature on the upcoming flagship, which seems far more likely. Galaxy Note 5 software. Android M. When the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 launched, it came just before the Android 5.0 Lollipop launch. Unfortunately, while the Galaxy S5 was soon updated to the new software, Note 4 owners had to wait until February before they could upgrade from Android 4.4 KitKat. It's hard to tell what Samsung has planned for its software rollout this time around. Android M is expected to launch around September time, but that by no means indicates when the Galaxy Note 5 will receive the software. Ideally, Samsung will learn from last year's release and push Android M to the Note 5 much more swiftly than with Lollipop. What we can say for sure is that the Galaxy Note 5 Android M update will be coming eventually, as it will be the company's flagship phablet. We just don't know when exactly. If you want a more fleshed out overview of what you'll get from Google's next mobile operating system, check out our guide to Android M. Galaxy Note 5 features. EPOP memory. There's a chance Samsung might include its new EPOP memory chips in the Galaxy Note 5. This all-in-one solution would, theoretically, contain a 64-bit octa-core processor, a GPU, RAM, storage, and an LTE-friendly modem. By combining all of those components into a single package, it means Samsung can make its smartphones smaller. It's also worth mentioning that Samsung has reported speed improvements when multitasking with its custom-built EPOP modules. Related, Android M vs iOS 9. Galaxy Note 5 design. S Pen. As with previous Note handsets, it's generally expected that the Note 5 will also feature Samsung's S Pen stylus. That's lent credence by the fact that some design leaks we've seen so far reveal a small hole that will likely contain a stylus upon eventual release. It's worth noting that the Note 4 doubled its S Pen sensitivity compared to previous Note handsets. It's now at 2048 dps, so the Note 5 will likely boast similarly impressive stylus capabilities. Edge style display. As we've already mentioned, there's a big rumor circulating that Samsung is going to release a second phablet at IFA 2015, namely an edge-style display. Of course, Samsung has yet to confirm any of this information, so it's tough to say for sure what the company has in store for us just yet. Related, Samsung Galaxy S7 release date. Galaxy Note 5 price. Until Samsung announces the Galaxy Note 5, we won't be able to see for sure how much it will cost. But we can definitely guess. The Note 4 pricing, for instance, was £629 at launch. In that respect, we'd guess the Note 5 won't be any cheaper. What's more, if high-end features like a 4K display and a 4,100 mAh battery feature, we could see a premium added to the price tag £649, perhaps. However, you could save some cash if you're willing to wait. The Note 4's predecessors dropped in price by a quarter within the first 3 months on sale.